You want to ask if there's any vacancy, okay? This is a part of credit loss and vacancy. You want to ask how many units are available, if there's any availability, how often there's something vacant, okay? And why it's vacant, okay? They can say, yeah, I got 2 units vacant, or I got 5% vacancy. They'll give it to you in a percentage, a dollar amount, or amount of units, one of the two, or square footage. Or they can say, no, I'm 100% fully leased because I occupy the entire thing, or I have tenants if it's fully occupied. So vacancy, critical question, you want to ask that question. Okay, I just mentioned this a second ago, I'll recap it. You want to ask them if they feel like the property is generating the appropriate income for the current given market, okay? Is the rent, the $10,000 you're collecting from these tenants, is that what the market could bear today? Are you overcharging? Which is great if you are and you're sustaining it. Are you at market or are you below market? You want to realize that because that's going to go into consideration when you're evaluating and underwriting your deal. Okay? So these were questions about tenancy, about income, critical stuff. We're going to push forward into property expenses. And so we got all of the income related stuff. You want to also ask them stuff about the expenses associated to the property. Okay, so here's some questions. You want to ask them generically, what are your operating expenses on the property as a whole annually? You'll say $50,000. Okay, what does that comprise of? How much are you paying in property tax? How much are you paying in property insurance premiums? Who pays for the utilities, you or the tenants? How much are these utilities? Electric, water, gas, okay, trash, maintenance, HOA for resi people. Do you pay a property manager? How much do you pay the property manager? Okay. You also want to ask a rhetorically stupid question just to gauge their intelligence, something like that they should know. Tell me, what's the actual square footage? We okay on that? What's the actual square footage of the lot and building? Just to see their knowledge base. And then you want to ask them something again rhetorical like, tell me, John, how long have you owned the property? Now, mind you, those of you guys who are in the business, you probably have a property profile sheet. You have something that tells you all this stuff, right? The square footage, the zoning, when they bought it, how much they bought it for, their debt. But you're testing them and their knowledge, or you're testing to see if they're lying to you, right? You see 5,000 square feet on the county record, and they tell you it's 7. And that's when you say, that's weird. John, I'm looking on title and it says it's 5,000 feet. You're saying 7. Where's the discrepancy coming from? Oh, well, you know, we built that side building here unpermitted. And you caught him, and then you can have a conversation for a moment about that, and that becomes ammunition that you harnessed and hold, you holster for the future that you can hit them with. And again, these are just strategies, closing strategies, negotiating strategies. But if you don't gather intellectual information in the course of your qualifying aspect of this prospecting, you won't have that ammunition, okay?